am currently logged in as an office manager. And so when you log into Workday, you will see right here immediately if you have any tasks out here. There's also a little inbox up here that will show you your tasks. But today I kind of want to focus on just looking at some profile, the actual worker profiles in the system. So I want to show you how easy it is to search in the system now. There's no more, hey, I need to know everybody's IN number. We're going to be able to search by people's names, which is going to be great. Or we can search by a specific department. So in this case, I'm going to look up teaching, learning, and curriculum. You can also see I don't have to type in every letter. I can still find it here. So I'm going to start with this supervisory organization, and this is the manager's name is here in the title. So if I knew who the chair of a department was, I could also search for it that way. So I know that the chair is Christian Winterbottom, and it'll also pop up right here. So if I go into his, I'm actually going to go. So if I go into his supervisory org, and that's another new terminology for us here, but this is basically, the supervisory org is basically where everyone reports up to. So here I can see, here's all of his people that report directly to him, all of his employees. It's just a real quick snapshot of information here. Anything that's blue is going to be we're going to be able to dive deeper into that. They're all clickable links. But what I really want to show you here is the org chart. So in Workday, they have this little related actions button. People also call it a Twinkie because it looks like a Twinkie. And so this is where a lot of things will happen in here. So I'm actually going to go look at the org chart. And now we have, for the first time ever, UNF has an org chart. I know Brian Verkamp talks about that a lot. So, but this is a great, it's kind of fun to actually see it. So here you can see, here's Christian. He is the chair of this department, and then all of his faculty members are below it. And then anytime there's a little arrow, that means that there's someone else who also reports to them. So if I go down I can dig deeper, it'll go down, and it'll show me all the way to the point where there's no one else reporting to them. But I can also scroll up, and we can just keep going up the chain here. So now I can see this is Jennifer Kane's supervisory org, and here's everyone who reports to her. And then we just keep going up, and here's the provost, and we get all the way up here to the president. So this is a really nice feature. It'll really, I think, help with a lot of different areas around campus. And then
Megan?
Yeah.
We had a question if you could click on an employee to see location.
Okay, yeah, that's where I'm going next.
Thanks.
That's where I'm going next. So and then, okay, so yeah, so then I wanted to dive into an actual person. Let's look at Rebecca Burns. So we're going to look at Rebecca Burns. So here is going to be what her worker profile looks like. Each, depending on your security level, will depend on how much of this information you can see. So like when I, as an HR person, click into a worker profile, I have a lot more tabs over here because there's a lot more things that I need to be able to see. As an employee, you will have, as an employee as self, you will have different views versus what you can see for other employees. But this is a great place. Right now we just have location set to UNF campus. But I know that there are talks about having more of a deep dive location, like a workspace location, but I believe that's still being worked on. So it's really, it's a great thing. I can come in here and see their contact information, and then, you can take actions on this person if you were the office manager. But it's really nice, and like I said, it'll look a little bit different for each individual person on what you can and cannot see. Here's an overview. I can see what what organizations these people are a part of. Right now, you can see there's a lot of still placeholder text. We're working on it. The FDM, the foundation data model, is being still built, but once they have that information, here would actually show more of where their actual organization is tied to. And then what I really like, I think is really cool, is that we have the support roles too. So this will show you specifically if you have questions about your absence, who can you contact? If you have questions about your benefits, who's the benefit partner? If you have questions about your cost center, who's your cost center manager? And it goes through a lot of different things in here that will show you exactly who your partner is for that specific person. So I know that was a lot, but I think that this is a good thing, and we are moving to a good place. And if you have questions, I'm certainly willing to answer some of them if I can. But yeah, that's what I got.